Izzet Phoenix versus the ambitious Kekali. Yeah, Artist Talent is a pretty important card. Do I want to draw into another Prankster here straight up? Yeah, why not? I would also like to draw land though. Oh, okay, that was pretty good actually even. So the opponent must know what's up here now. Alright, this is all blue stuff. Non-creature spells cost 1 less. I don't need that at the moment. I'd rather start casting this, and then next turn Treasure Cruise maybe. Yeah. They'll take the cruise. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a pretty decent trade for them, actually, even. Okay, opponent has already amassed a decent board here. I will discard this. We'll take the impulse. Should I discard this? Drawing into a Phoenix there is pretty... If you've cast 3 or more instants or sorcery spells this turn. I think I'm just gonna do this. Nothing spectacular, but at the same time, the opponent's clock is not super fast yet, currently. An Annex, okay. So next turn they can make a demon. Unfortunately, I need to, I'm gonna discard the canal. Do I want to discard this? Actually, I don't. Oh, actually, I didn't trigger anything there. Because I played this as the second spell. I have to be, yeah, the Cori-Steel Cutter triggers when you play the second spell each turn, not the second spell after you play it. So yeah, it has to be precisely the second spell. So that's why you need to order it very carefully, and I didn't do that there. But okay. Alright, they're going for a demon. And I'm probably dead unless I draw into something like... Ah, yeah. Into the Flood Maw seems pretty decent. an opt too. Don't really need that. And I think, let's see, is that exactly 12? Okay, wow. Alright, I admit I played that suboptimally here and there. But that's also in partially because I haven't played the Izzet Phoenix deck too much. I've played it like a couple of times, but never really intensively. But I mean, okay, it is a victory after all. It was very close though, and only barely made it to 0. So 3, 6, 9, 12. That was exactly lethal. I could have played it a little bit better here and there, but in the end, victory it is. Good start to the run. Izzet Phoenix. Let's head over to the next game. Izzet Phoenix versus Delgerer. Delgerer. Ooh, yeah. With all these Sleight of Hands and opts, I'm okay with this. So I definitely want a land. I'll take the cruise because I still have a couple of more of these. So I do need to find some lands though here soon. Oh wow, not finding them. So this could quickly go south now. And still no land. All right, there's a land. Okay, but not really much to do. Now, Pranksting is also not going to be great because Prankster cannot find land. I'm still going to go for it. Take an opt. To try into land. Can I treasure cruise? I can actually treasure cruise. Can axe this now. What am I going to discard though? Just to consider, yeah, why not? One, two, three, four, five. Seven. Alright, and 2 phoenixes. Next turn, Cori-Steel Cutter. However, the opponent could potentially get a big creature back. Umbra Collar, okay, sure. I still have a Flood Maw. What is that? Deadly Dispute. Okay. And I'm at 8, so that's something I need to consider as well. Oh, there it is. Cutter? Sleight of Hand. Three, 6. Okay, I have one Flood Maw as protection. Is that going to be enough? The opponent can gain some life. It is at 34 cards, so they can mill. They can mill a lot. Okay, they found part of what they want to find, I think. Okay, they can do this a couple of times. They can now do this 1, 2, 3, 4 damage, basically. Let me bounce that thing. Ah, but then I'm dead still, I think. Oh, but they're going for this. Okay. Because I know they want to get back their Igra. But I prevented that from occurring now because my Flood Maw is on the stack. Now they're completely milling me. Okay. Alright. Okay, I think we're good. 6 damage in the air. And this thing trampled too, so. Okay, nice. Yeah, that worked well. And yeah, I well placed Into the Flood Maw at the right moment, preventing the opponent from getting back their Igra, which would have initiated an infinite combo with these Cauldron Familiars. So yeah, again, Phoenix, like a lot of card selection, and then suddenly you have like 1 or 2 Phoenixes on the battlefield, and they hit pretty hard. They hit for 3 or 6, like a couple of hits, and it are already enough. So yeah, pretty good Pretty good. Let's keep playing. Izzet Phoenix versus Furion 2325. Yeah, this works. I'll take the artist's talent. Okay, that looks like Rakdos or something sacrifice. Yeah. Okay, they already got that going for them, so that's gonna mean I'm gonna get drained pretty frequently. This is a sorcery, so let's do this now. That's the turn. Yeah. Oh, they're not... They didn't bring it back end of turn. Why? A fable, sure. They're doing it now. Why? I like asking why. Alright, Cori-Steel Cutter is pretty good. Phoenix. Oh, that's... Oh, these are good. These are pretty good. Okay, let me think. Let me think. I want to play a Cutter into... And then I need to... Wait a minute. I need to do 3 or more instant or sorcery. So if I do a Cutter, I cannot do that. However, if I go this and this and this, then I can actually activate, then I can get back 2 Phoenixes. I think that's the better play. Oh, another Phoenix even. 2 axes. I'll take another Prankster here. Oh no! I'm an idiot. Okay, I can cruise now. I should have... I almost messed that up. I should have kept the consider. But with the cruise, this now works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I'm gonna keep... I want to keep instants and sorceries in here. So let's remove anything that is not such a thing. And not a Phoenix, of course. I don't actually want to discard here. Okay, so it worked out fine here. Back for 9. Pretty strong. Opponent now has 1 chance, kind of, like 1 turn to do something that can stop me in my tracks. Next turn, let me plan ahead. I shall Cori-Steel Cutter into the Eidetic Memory, maybe? But I don't think so. That's... I don't think that's... wait a minute. Okay. Okay, so I can impulse, but it's gonna whiff. Oh wait, let's destroy. Huh. If I abrade this, then I don't have a target for my impulse. So and abrade, it's not gonna work. If I want to cast 3, I might as well just go Steel Cutter here now this turn. So taking it a little bit slower here. And taking it slower still means attacking with a 5/5 trampler and haste. And next turn, let's see if I can easily trigger stuff. I think I can next turn. Alright, a lot of ovens. So the opponent is cooking something up. But I think next turn my onslaught is not gonna be too much for the opponent. Let's opt first. Discard another Phoenix. Yeah, and the opponent has seen the writings on the wall. They know I can trigger that a couple of times. And yes, finally back in Diamond. Nothing special, but Diamond is the tier where I spend most of my time in. Trying like on the road to Mythic, and then somewhere down the before the reset, I kind of make it into. Sometimes I do make it into Mythic, sometimes I don't. But Diamond is my usual tier. But anyway, game 3 victory. Izzet Phoenix. Yeah, seems pretty strong. The deck seems pretty strong. So let's keep playing and see how far we can take it. Izzet Phoenix versus Prominent Pioneer Josué 9031. I've done this before and I didn't like it. Honestly, this time around, I'm not gonna keep this one lander. Yeah. This is better, and I'm gonna ditch the cruise. See if they can answer the cutter. So, when they played the Momentum Breaker, I suspected that, and I mean, having a Yorion, that means that they are probably Orzhov or Esper self-bounce, and I don't think that deck can deal with the Cori-Steel Cutter very well. So playing that on 2 already ended the game. Alright, nice. On to the next one. Izzet Phoenix versus the Virtuous Spirit Lord. So what the Izzet Phoenix decks, or a strength of this deck, is definitely that it attacks from a very unique angle. As in from the graveyard, or in case of the Cori-Steel Cutter from an artifact. Opponent is running Yorion and play the planes, and there's okay a seam rip, sure. So a lot of my success or not success here is gonna rely on this treasure cruise. Maybe I should have shocked, because if I could have opted into a Picklock Prankster. Do I want that in my hand? I don't really want it in my hand, do I? Fortunately, opt is Scry, not Surveil. Okay, seal from existence. Yeah, sure. I can put 2 cards in the graveyard if I go with this axe and just take out that defender. Is that really worthwhile? Then I have 4 in my graveyard plus 4. That's 8. I can cruise. Feels awkward, but I'm still gonna do it. I can opt first. I'm gonna continue setting up here. The opponent doesn't run counter magic. They are the mono white control deck. But it's not looking too good at the moment, at least. Five, 6, 7, 8. Do I want to consider first? But then I'll ditch the impulse. No, actually, I don't have to discard a card, do I? I'll surveil that away as well, so that I can make my cruise easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, a lot of setup. Let's play another cutter. Okay. Next turn could be a big one. But the opponent is at a point where they're doing big stuff too, as soon. So this is pretty much difficult. Once they make their tokens big, I don't see an out really for myself. I can burn down 2 of their tokens. Do I want to discard something? No. No phoenixes to be seen yet. A lot of things already exiled. And unfortunately, the authority of the consoles is also quite annoying here. The Phoenix. Oh my god, the Phoenix actually also won't have, like, the haste won't work either. Okay. No need to attach the steel cutters to it. I don't need them to have haste. The Phoenix won't have haste either. Next turn, they're going to make this thing, and then they're going to have 3, 6, 3, 6, 9, 9, 13, wait, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay. So I do need to kill at least one token here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't have high hopes for this match, to be honest, but let's see what happens. The opponent can now give their... Oh, wow, interesting. So I think they're sweeping here with a Sunfall, maybe? Oh, Sunfall would be brutal. Oh, Day of Judgment, though, not Sunfall. Okay, well, actually... I'm not too sure. I'm gonna play this, because next turn I would like to attack. But it doesn't have trample, so... 21 cards left. A Flood Maw. I could get back one of the steel cutters. I'm gonna keep that as backup. I'll take plus. I think I'm gonna need these flood maws soon. Should I just play this out? Yeah. Alright, next turn. Next turn, not this turn. Need to push 16 damage. Ossification, sure. Yep. Yep. You're gonna take my... not... oh. So I'm now making these tokens on end of their turn, so they will be available during my turn. $16 cards left. Another steel cutter, which is not going to help me here. Do I want to abrade anything? I might want to have abrade as backup. No need for that. Do I need a fiery impulse? Ah! I'll take it. A treasure cruise? Yeah, sure, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Too many lands. How much damage is this? 6, 12? 6, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm 20. Oh, I'm not lethal yet. Oh, and the Phoenixes are actually going to make matters worse because they don't have the haste. Okay. Could have killed that before blockers with the Fire Impulse, but no need because I wouldn't have had lethal anyway, so I'm gonna need another turn here anyway. Okay, Beza I can live with. I mean, my board is pretty strong. But only 4 cards left in my library, so... And it's 2 Phoenixes. And 2 lands, so nothing much left here. So it's gonna have this one... Oh, I don't think I can... maybe. I don't know. I don't think I can make it here. I don't think I will be able to make it. Now I regret I haven't played this at an earlier stage. But okay, let's kill one of these. I'm not even going to count. I'm just going to attack with everything. I don't think it's lethal. Nope. 4 points of damage off. Okay. Still have a board. Okay, now they have 12 mana though, so... Okay. Sure. Okay, so they're just like dropping everything. I mean, I have 6 damage in the air from these Phoenixes. No, wait a minute, and my Picklock Pranksters also can deal some air damage. So how are they going to deal with that? Can they gain life right now? I don't care. I think they shouldn't have made tokens. They should have given their creatures flying. I'm not going to cast this. I'm not going to cast anything. I'm just going to attack like so. And that's exactly enough. Wow. What a game. What a game. Honestly, I think I shouldn't have been able to win that. The opponent, I think they needed to have given their creatures flying until end of next turn, because then they could have just blocked. And yeah, I mean, I could have played 1 Phoenix here, but it wouldn't have done anything except given the opponent 1 point of life. But whew, wow, down to 2 cards in my library, so that was an intense game. Wow, pretty good game. Down to the last few cards, down to the last point of life, barely making it. Like, next turn the opponent would have just wrecked me. But okay, yeah, thanks to Cori-Steel Cutter, Phoenixes, all in the mix. Alright, nice. Izzet Phoenix, 5-0. Pretty strong deck. And I'm happy I gave it a spin. So let's talk about it a little bit more in the recap. Alright, Izzet Phoenix, 5-0. Yeah, the deck has been around in Pioneer for a while now. Cori-Steel Cutter has definitely been a great addition to the deck because it also benefits from many cheap spells and cantrips, as does the Phoenix. So yeah, you do have a second way of abusing all these cantrips and a second way to finish the game, and you're not relying only on the Phoenix, which makes this a little deck even more resilient and more consistent. Okay, lands. Yep, we have the Izzet lands. Everything's pretty fast, no tapped lands, because we do want to have mana up on turn 1 basically. We do have 2 utility lands, a Hall and an Otawara. The Hall can sneak in, you know, if the opponent sweeps or stuff like that, you know, you can maybe sneak in some damage or even a victory with the haul. And the Otawara can potentially, yeah, be used as an emergency bounce situation. All right, but what is the main plan? The main game plan of the deck is to put your Phoenixes in the graveyard or put a Steel Cutter on the battlefield and then cantrip or play 2 instant or sorcery spells in a turn for Cori or 3 for the Phoenix, and then in one fell swoop you'll get like 2 Phoenixes back, attack, and then if in case they kill it, you know, the next turn you just rinse and repeat, do it again, and just keep doing it until the opponent's dead. So the deck tries, like, requires a little bit of setup, and then in one go you just like, these win cons are kind of passive. Your deck just does its thing by cycling through and, you know, bouncing stuff, countering stuff, killing stuff. So it's a lot of setup, and then all of us, you know, automatically you just start creating hasty tokens with the cutter, or your Phoenixes just come back in one go. You do need to kind of keep a tab on how many spells you're going to be able to play in a certain turn. You know, you don't want to use your spells that you're left in a turn where you have Phoenixes in your graveyard, but you're unable to play 3 instant or sorcery spells. So you do need to kind of keep account of that. But apart from that, it happens pretty naturally. Another great card this deck can actually run very nicely is Treasure Cruise, because you have a lot of cantrips. Artist's Talent as well turns everything into a discard draw, so you really rip through your deck pretty fast, and you fill your graveyard very quickly as well. So Treasure Cruise, and then you fill your hand again with more cantrips, so more things, more cheap spells to again activate Phoenix and the Steel Cutter, and you could just keep doing that all the time. The deck does have a little bit of destruction. Fiery Impulse works very well here as well, because you do usually have 2 or more instants or sorceries in your graveyard, so this will deal 3 damage. Lightning Axe helps you discard a Phoenix if it's in your hand, and Abrade is just there for random stuff that you may need to kill. Artist's Talent is also a very important card in the deck. It's one of your preferred 2-drops, because from that moment on, every non-creature spell you cast, you can discard and draw, which helps you fill your graveyard, put Phoenixes in the graveyard, and discard extra lands you don't need, discard cantrips you may not need, so pretty strong. A single Proft's Eidetic Memory can help as well. You don't want too many, it's legendary. And it's a little bit on the slow side, but when it does, you know, enter the battlefield and you have a creature, even a Picklock Prankster, the card draw the amount of cards you draw every turn will let you put many counters on a creature. Picklock Prankster is amazing also in the deck. It fills your graveyard and has great card selection, so that you can pick a useful instant or sorcery card that you really need at the moment. So it helps you find the things you need while also filling the graveyard. We have a total of 4, 8, 12 cantrips. So this is really the engine of the deck. The 1 mana blue cantrips. We have 3 Flood Maws, which are absolutely crucial. You do need a way to, you know, get rid of problematic stuff on the opponent's side of the table to push through for that maybe 1 or 2 tempo hits with your Coris or Phoenixes. And a singular Spell Pierce, just to catch the opponent off guard in maybe some situations. You know, just having it as a threat. And this can really sometimes catch something really nicely for a single blue mana. So this is kind of the a little bit of a surprise element built into the deck. There you have it. As you saw, it works pretty well, pretty strong. Not a lot of graveyard hate in the main deck. The only thing I can think of is like a graveyard trespasser that could be a little bit problematic. So you'll, if they have that, you'll need to be very careful, considerate how you want to, when and how you want to discard your Phoenixes, or you'll have to rely more on your Cori-Steel Cutters. But yeah, Graveyard Hate would be is the enemy of this deck. But in best of one, usually that's not really too prevalent. All right, there you go. Then let's take a look at some flavor text. Let's have a look at, actually I like Consider because this one has Surveil. I prefer Surveil in this deck because, yeah, you can sometimes hit a Phoenix and put it into the graveyard. So Consider. Evolved gasped in surprise. Either a very strange insect had crawled onto one of the lenses, or he was seeing geists at last. And on that note, thanks for watching. Have fun, see you in the arena, and peace.